This is a tutorial guide to the Edgy 2 plugin from Graphicxtras. It can be found in the Andrews plugin set and it's for PC only. I'm doing it in Photoshop, but it could also be in PSP and other applications. Right, I'm just going to go now to the filter menu, and it can be found in the Edge, in Edgy 2. Comes up with a dialog. Very standard one for Graphicxtras. It's actually set zoom level of 50%. Just going to quickly reset it back to standard settings. At any point, if you decide that you don't want one of the settings, you can always click reset. So you can just go back to the start. There's also presets, an open preset and save preset. There is actually a preset for the default values. So it's another way of doing that. Right. Now there's various mix options. There's like mix with green, so you can see it change mix with blue, inverse red, so it goes dark at that point. I'm just going to keep those all. There's a whole selection of them mixing with. Now you can also ignore the red channel, green channel if you wish, and just use the plugin just with the blue channel. I'm just going to go for the whole lot. So just going to work with that. The edge session itself can be controlled by this, so it obviously makes it very fine at that point. We can make it very dark, large edge. Just going to keep it around about there so you can see it. Also you can add to the current, so make it brighter or darker. Also you can set the limits for the plugin, so instead of actually using 255 and 0 for the limits for the colour, you can actually set it to say like 100, make it very dark. So that's all the calculations are based up to 95 instead of using 255 as the usual limits for RGB. And likewise you can do the white minimum value, or maximum I should say, for RGB. Just change that. Also you can set the mix. Now this whole plugin works on the mix here, sets here, and these will basically set a percentage of the application and the effects, so you can just change those. So that will create slightly different colour effects, so you can see more of the image. Sort of, instead of totally red or totally green, you will get other colours coming through. Change that. Make that blue. You can see more blue coming through there. Also you can set noise level. Maybe you don't particularly want to set that very high, but you can just set it just to give it a bit of grain to the edge effect. It's quite a nice sort of effect there. Right, that's the basic settings for the Edgy 2 plugin. As with many of the other Graphicxtras plugins, there's also other settings, so you can actually apply the edgy effect as a source for the actual result. So you can use that as a blur or a smear, it's basically as a source. Also you can use layers if you're actually using it on a layer. On this one I'm not, I'm just using it on the background. Also you can apply different output modes, so I'm just going to quickly select one of those. So invert, just inverts it. Also you can randomize the invert, so I'm just going to click through all the various settings that are available, like there's tile, there's a frame setting, various other colour settings. So you just go through them very quickly. Also you can control the intensity, so makes that one, of course, that makes it white, so you can make a sort of woodcut edge effect. Now there's also other settings, such as you can set the colour that can be added to the post processing. So I'm just going to make it redder, or I can go the other way, make it blue, green, make it sort of colorise the end result, so it's like blue. Also you can apply additional post processing and I'm just going to quickly go select one of the options. This is a gradient. They're all basic gradients of different ways and different ways of applying the post-processing. So gradient, so you can see a gradient come through there. Also you can randomise the setting. Just going to set that a bit higher. And this one's actually just randomising, going through for that particular gradient type. So if I select another one, gradient blend, I'll actually apply it slightly different. You'll actually see more of the actual effect coming through. Select another one. Click OK at that point. Applies the effect, so you can just see the gradient as well as the grain and the edge effect.